Okay, so I wanted to talk on the concept of taxes and zakat and jizya and all that. So now the thing is that people think that you have to, like, when you pay, like some people say we will not pay zakat because we are paying taxes as well. So do we pay taxes and do we get exempt from paying zakat? So the answer is, like, if you're living in a poor country and your country needs money, so you can give taxes, right? But then you have to deduct those taxes from your zakat amount. Some people say, "Oh, I'm paying tax. Can I pay taxes?" Or "I'm paying taxes, and so I won't pay the zakat." The thing is, just deduct the amount, the tax amount from your zakat. Now, the whole tax thing, it's Western thing. It's not in Islam, but because we are living in the British colonies and all these things, and so the problem is that they have the systems already installed. And in Islam, we don't have taxes, we have zakat, right? And we have jizya, right? So the non-Muslims living in Muslim countries, they have to pay tax. But since it's not it's not implemented, so the only thing we have is tax and zakat. And zakat people don't pay, and we don't have that organized system and all that. So we're depending on taxes because our government needs to pay salaries of the government employees and all that, and any development things they have to do. So in that essence, yes, you can pay, you can deduct the amount of zakat you're obliged to pay for yearly on your taxes, right? Because if you uh, so it's like about, so I'm kind of losing my flow of thought here. But the bottom line is, you have to pay your zakat no matter what, even if you deduct taxes from it, right? The bottom line is whatever is left, you just pay. So that's how it is, and that's how it should be. So just think about it, because if you think about the modern systems like Wikipedia and all these self-governing open source systems where people contribute, right? It's the same mechanism. The only thing is that if people start paying zakat from the fear of Allah, then we have a self-governing system. They are not being, like, if they pay, they are doing good. If they don't, we are not like forcing them to pay. But if we have such a self-governing system, then things will actually work out. But the problem is that the systems installed are really bad. They are not going in our favor, and these are from colonial system. They have installed the things here and we're just running them, right? The problem here is that for Westerners, or the non-Muslims or whatever, like, they have an easy life, right? They, like, even if they don't follow Islam and all these things, and they do the taghut, right? The taghut is like, if they false deities or whatever, like whatever system is against Islam, it's actually taghut. So let's say, for example, they let's say they say we don't want to marry and stuff, and we just want to have girlfriends and all that. So that is again a taghut, right? So they don't care about those things. And similarly, like, when they're when their kids go adult and they are allowed to have girlfriends and boyfriends, and they let them do all these things because there's no frustration. But we, on the other hand, we are Muslims, and our marriages are delayed and stuff, so we suffer. So the problem is that if we don't follow Islam 100%, we will suffer because we will be confused nation. And this is what's happening with us. We are following half Western system, and we're following half our system. So it's like we are very confused. Like, these times are very confusing times for the Muslims. So the interest system, the banking system, everything is in place, and it's like very, very difficult for Muslims to strive, and you act on Islam and all that. So the thing is that we have to act on Islam 100% if we want to be successful. Because if you're just acting on Islam half-heartedly or half of the stuff, the problem is that's going to do is that you're going to be very, very confused. Because the thing is that the Westerners are not confused, right? They're not confused. If they are not following religion, at least they're not confused. They are like, okay, I will just do this thing, or I'll do whatever the way I please, and I will not submit or whatever. Like the good effect, like I'm saying the good effect, because the good effect apparently is that they are confident and they are single directed and focused. But the problem with that approach is that it's short sighted, and you will not be doing any benefit to yourself in the hereafter. So the thing is, how do you crush this? The thing is that you just have to be a better Muslim. Like, you have to be your best version, and you have to act on all the pillars of Islam, and like accept it wholeheartedly. Even in Quran, Allah talks about like you have to accept everything about Islam. You cannot say, hey, it's a buffet and I want to eat this and I don't want to eat that. So it's like you have to eat everything, like, and you're allowed to eat some stuff, and you're not allowed to eat other stuff. So the thing is, you have to come in Islam wholeheartedly, and you cannot be like, hey, I want to, okay, fine, I will not listen to music, or I'll do zina and all that. So it's like you just can't do that. Like, if you're a Muslim, you're 100% Muslim. If you're not, you're not 100% Muslim. We all can be weak, and we all can have, like, sins and all that, but the bottom line is to understand your religion completely and to try to implement it 100%. Because if you're a Muslim, which you should be, then you should be 100% confident in your religion, and you should be acting on that. But because if you're not, you do not have grip on your religion, let's say for example you don't understand Quran, or you don't implement in your life, then the problem is that you will be extremely confused, because the way things are at the moment, they are looking very bleak for the believers, right? And the way they are making it so extreme, it's like some people are just doing lip service. They're saying, hey, I'm a Muslim, but they are doing everything that the Westerners are doing. And it's sad, like, you're and they have made categories these days. They're saying, are you practicing Muslim, moderately practicing this and that? And it's just sad. You're either Muslim or not. Like, there's no like gray areas. You can't say I'm a practicing Muslim, I'm not a practicing Muslim. Like, you're either Muslim or you're not. Like, you can have your flaws and stuff, but at the end of the day, you just have to go all in.